Welcome all you +2 comedy modifiers back to the stream. Welcome back to Tyte's Random Weekly. TV's Noah here, big old smoothie in hand. I feel like I've been lacking in smoothie as of late, and this will help. And we are back at Tyte's Weekly. I wanted to put on the pink Savi shirt. I have a shirt that I wear when I struggle, but I wore it to AEW Dynasty, so I don't have it clean right now. So I'm doing the two-tone shirt, and hopefully that'll power me through this. This is Tyte's Weekly. This is level 5. Here's the thing about this silly level. This says counts. That's our only real clue. Other than the fact that this is a random string of Base64. We know it is Base64 because it contains every number, every digit, plus every letter, lowercase and capitalized, and the slash and the plus, giving us exactly 64 characters. Hello, clue. But it is being randomly generated. Every time we do this, it gives me a completely different string of gobbledygook. We've tried to decode it, and it doesn't seem to say anything. I tried to see if it repeats, but it does not seem to. It seems to be a completely different string. Whoa, I broke it! Every time. So the question for me became, how is this happening? If you go to the code, there's this weird container here, which makes me think that the container contains whatever the code is that creates this randomly generated string. I don't know how that works, but that is something that we're kind of debating. Container in source code. Container images. Unless maybe I should just do container is source code in. That's a very important letter. What does container mean in code? Containers are packages of software that contain all the necessary element to run in any environment. How about view? Can I view the container in the source code? Source code is technically HTML, right? Container in HTML. Ow! Just cracked all my knuckles at once. We could watch the web schools how to work with page containers in HTML. That could help us. The other idea I have is this. If we go to a character counter, this will let us know how many characters there are in something. We've already tried doing this. It seemed to me like we were getting the same 3 numbers every time. 60 or 86. That was 86 characters. The next one. $67. Oh, I forgot my notepad. Oh, there's my notes to something else. So 87, 67. Sorry, I forgot what my plan was for a second. 105. Is the coincidence just not going to happen now? $105. Hi, Aqua. Any thoughts? Sorry that my stream is shaming you. I think you're great, Aqua. $131. That was another number I remember getting a lot. All right, so that's cool. I'm glad you're here to watch me struggle. Did you encounter this one on your random run through this? 86 again. This was supposed to be 86. $67. See how we're getting these like repeated numbers? Like if it was truly random, it would be pretty surprising to get these repeated numbers. Yeah, I don't know if it's that you get random levels. You don't think you solved that one? Had a lot of runs. Oh, Kakelis, I didn't even see you there. Hi, Kakelis. I thought that was Clue that had talked twice. 195. That's a big number. Wait, did I screw that up? Hold on. Oh, wow. That's a real big one. Excuse me. Here's a tiny one. See, this makes me think that it has something to do with the count. It has something to do with how many digits there are. What's a code? What's a code that uses 3 digits? Oct? You have a 2-message limit? Can I change that? Do I have that power? I'm not going to purge you. Permit user? Is that what I want to hit? I don't want to hit it and then have something horrible happen. Oh, you're doing a bit. I'm sorry. I for some reason read that as it won't let me. 7 again. So, like I ask, let me just take this. Let's go to decode. Hit mod user. I'm too small of an operation to have odds. Or mods. Jesus. Analyze. I think it's going to tell me it's oct. You think this is a visionary... You think this is a true VIG? I don't think so. Hold on, let me try something here. This is my thought, oh, I still have the other thing there. No wonder it's confused. I feel like the 3 numbers, I feel like it's oct. Oh, mate, you're right, there is a 9. I feel like I know of a code of where everything comes out to 3 digits. I can't think of what it is. I don't think it's a YouTube link. Thank you, though. What if I do this? Base 26 cipher. That's just... Alright. Let me use the brute tool. This is what I think. I think the random string is mostly a red herring. That's my current theory. I think that the word count is there to tell you need to count how many randomly generated letters are being shown. You will always get a group of numbers. Brute. You will always get a group of numbers that is either 86, 67, 105, 131, or 195. That is my guess. My guess is those numbers then become letters somehow. And those letters make a 5-letter word. That is my current theory. I know I put... So, matter of fact, let's actually do this. Let's simplify. No! Polybius square? And it's faces with a 5 as an S? I guess that's possible. Or digit, maybe? My guess was I was going to run it through here and then something would give me 5 letters that I would then... Anagram. Man, that was a hard word. Man, it doesn't really make sense as Morse. Lots of garbage. But maybe it's faces with a 5. And I just got, like, super freaking lucky with the order. So we got faces, and there was another one. Digit. Digit with a 5, which... Does that make sense? It's something else. Can I scramble that? Gid. Guide. Good. Good. Did. Nope. Faces. Or face 5. Five faces. Faces. Digit. Didn't even say digit, did it? It's a yeah. What is bro doing? Okay, let me tell you what bro do. This is what bro's doing. My thought is, these are the numbers that keep popping up, right? So every time I get a random string, it is either 86, 67, 105, 131, or 159 characters. I'm counting the characters because in the source code it said counts. So those are the counts. I have a vague memory of a code that works on 3-digit numbers. Can't remember what it is, but I have that in my brain. My thought is the important things are the numbers 86, 67, 105, 131, and 195. Each one of those, somehow in this code that I don't know, translates to a character. And this is going to be a 5-letter word. This told me that with a Polybius square, yeah, I threw zeros on front of those. Oh, you got different numbers than me? So 86 and 67, yeah, and 105, cool. You got a 179 and a 115? That's a bad sign. That being said, it is Tyte's random weekly. It's possible we have different answers. I just banged the shit out of my thumb. All right, I'm fine. You think I don't need the refreshing function? That's an interesting thing to say. Because that's not where we need to be. The fact that when I do this, it becomes something else means to me that either the string always decodes to the same thing, which I don't know how you would be able to do that, or it doesn't matter. It's all about opening this container. Because my thought is, when I compared this source code to previous source codes, this was the big difference, was this container thing. So that makes me think that there is a way to view the container. There is some sort of other code in the background that I am not seeing that generates a random Base64 string of characters. Oh, I guess you could yoink my URL, because I was going to be like, oh, it might be different for you. But you're using /TV's Noah /. So, yeah, I guess you are on the same thing as me. So, I will take your word for it. And we'll add 179 and 115 to my count. Even though Kokelis is saying that this is not what we should be doing. So my thought is, how do we open this container? Now, I found a YouTube video that we could watch together that claims to say how to do it. How to work with page containers in HTML. So if we want to watch the web schools, we could do that. Or we could go to Flowmark Academy. I'll leave that up to you guys. Which one we should watch. Is it within the data section? Well, like if I inspect? I'm an inspector. I'm inspecting. Ha! No, I still can't see it. Container. Display infinite block. I don't understand. Don't. Blip. 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 Not see anything. Right, but there has to be some sort of code. Right, I should be able to find that though. There needs to be something that tells this website to generate and display a random string of Base64. Should be able to find it. Granted, that might have nothing to do with solving this, but I should be able to figure out how it's being done. Yep. I'm just gonna look here anyway. It's just because I don't know have anything else to do right now. I haven't. Like, I hear you, Kikelis. Don't think I'm ignoring you. It's just I don't know what else to do. So I'm just kind of... Blip. Alright. I mean, I've analyzed the string. I know it's Base64. I've come here and tried to decode it, but it doesn't say anything. I get a bunch of broken stuff. Base62? Was I wrong? Was it Base62? 26 plus 26 is 40. Sorry, I'm being dumb. But because it's all letters capitalized in lowercase. So that's 26 plus 26, which is 52. Plus 10. Yeah, I want this. Plus 10 because... Hello? Is anything working right now? Plus 10 because it's every digit 0 through 9. So that brings you to 52. Plus the plus sign and the slash, which is 64. 64. Thank you. Decode, please. Octal. Octal is 3 digits. That's the thing I was saying. See, we've gotten gobbledygook, and we've been getting gobbledygook before. The only other thing is I've been going to the character counter. And this is just me analyzing the string. And this character counter does tell me, like, how often things are used. Nothing seems to jump out at this, though. Like, the letters are used rather evenly throughout. It takes a while for me to say these things out loud. Like, I don't think... I'm pretty sure in all the time... And you're telling me not to refresh. No, it doesn't. That's weird. Why did that happen? Oh, you know what I think? No, I don't know what I think. Well, I get this from. That was really weird. Why did the wrong thing paste? Is it James Bond? Banana. Banana, banana. But, like, again, nothing super jumps out as being used a lot. That's not what I want. There's always a plus and there's always a slash, but I think I hear your theory. The thing is, pluses and slashes are the most unusual character in this. We're used to seeing letters and numbers and stuff. I bet if we constantly went through it and we're like, let's see if there's always an uppercase B, or let's make sure there's always a 7, that would be common as well. That being said, with the fact that pluses and slashes seem to always be prevalent in things that we can lock onto, is suspicious. It would be interesting to try to refresh and try to get something where it doesn't appear. Like, there's definitely something not being used in this because it's 64 or 60. It's base 64, and only 67 characters are being used, and we know that there are 4 Gs and 4 Ms and 4 Cs. So there's got to be missing letters. Is that what we should be doing? Should we be looking at what's missing? No. Control F. Hello? Yeah, there we go. There's no 1. Oh, there's no 2. Oh, there's a 3, though. That's not helpful. There's a 3, there's a 4. There's no 5. This doesn't seem like a good way to go about this. Obviously in the string there's an F, there's a G, H. Is there an H in the string? Is there an I? There's no I in this string? Alright, we can take that as a little sus. Let me get out of this. I see I see this. Oh, yeah. Please, an analyst. Can you include letters that are not there, please? I is the only missing letter? Are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, I is the only missing letter. Okay. I mean, I was just checking for letters. I still have to check numbers. I-158. I-158. And plus some slash. So, is there a word I can make with that? 5, 8 would be what? That's a good idea. I just wanted to write that down first. You guys hear that car alarm? Getting louder? Alright, new string. Oh, I can do letters and digits. Let's just do that. That's going to make my life easier. Watch analysis. We did get the same thing. We did get the exact same thing. Try one more time. What? There's I, and there's 1, there's 5, and there's 8. Well, it's funny that it happened twice in a row, for sure. Because I was going to look at it as like I, L, S, B, and then it was going to be libs. Is it libs? It's not libs. All right. Got my new string. Decode that. Nothing. Can I brute force this? That give me anything new? No. All gobbledygook. No casing. Yeah, it's too big. It's too big. It's too big. My settings are still way off? Integers? There's some numbers. I don't know what to make out of this. Like, it does always irk me when it's like just do two different methods, which it could be what this is. But like, take this Base64 text, transmogrify it into another code, and then take that code elsewhere, because it still looks like gobbledygook first. The smallest one that we found is still 67 characters, so I don't think it's using this no casing upper and lower cases wrong/lost setting. Unless you're telling me I'm looking at it wrong from here. I liked Super Base, honestly. I think on the SNES, I think Super Base was better. When they jumped to 3D in Base64, I think it hurt it as a product, personally. True, yeah, true. And don't even get me started on Wii U Base. Where they added motion controls to Base? I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, that seems to be an issue now, doesn't it? I know, it's freaking crazy. Like, and that's before they factored in the tariffs. Like, you know, the industry's crazy, and, you know, this is how you get pirates. I think it's only 110 if you download it, though. Like, if you want a physical copy of Base 5, it's going to be 120, which is crazy. It's good to know. Also, I know a lot of the Enigmatics crew is outside of America, so if you don't know what we're talking about, good for you! I'm really happy for you, and you don't get it. Anyway, let's see. Alright, so let's make the list of missing stuff again. No, everything's used. Everything. This almost looks good. Oh boy. Should I get a different string? Or should we look at it like this? Alright, it has nothing to do with pairs, because they're all original. But something popped up and was like, get out of here! Yeah, there would be pairs if there was trigrams. So, yeah, it's not that. I guess we should do all characters because there's also freaking slashes, right? Large analysis. So everything's used at least once, maximum of 3. Ooh. Oh, should we organ? Oh, that's what counts means. Oh. All right, so now we're in the right. Now we have some more data, but like, it's not like this is an order. Like, there are some letters that are used 3 times, there's some that are used 2 times, and some that are only used once. So the idea of like, oh, now just take the letters in that order doesn't really help because we don't know if O, Z, M, Q, S, K, if they're in the correct order. That's just how Decode has decided to order these. Right. Well, what I'm saying is, I'm not going to just rewrite this string as 0, Z, M, Q, S, K and be like, okay, this is our new string, and then we crack that. Especially since sometimes there's letters missing, which is very odd. What do you think, Clue? I don't think it has anything to do with the percentage numbers. It could, but I don't think it would. Because, like, it's base 64, so we can turn each one of these things into a number which would dictate an order. Right? Because it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, capital A, B, C, D, E, Z, and then I don't know if it's slash or plus next. It doesn't go like this? Because that's how base 16 works. Right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A, B, C, D, E, F. It goes capitals first, I think. Yeah, but if you were to turn it into numbers, is that not how it would work? I know you're trying to put me in the right direction, but I'd rather just argue with you over an arbitrary thing. Pretty sure that's what base 64 means, though. Like the way binary is base 2. Well, I can turn it into a binary string, then I can turn it into a mega number. I guess it's already in an order, right? No, I don't like that as an idea. I was going to say it's already in an order, and we could just take it as like, all right, there are 3 O's, make that a 3. There is, but that doesn't work because, or that's a 0. There's this many capital Y's turn into that number, but that doesn't really work because it's dependent on itself. It insists on itself. All right. Go ahead and scroll this down. Ah, of course. Love Olive Co. You just love its trend-setting G-styles, don't you, Kakelis? Don't you? I was busy doing a bit, Kakelis. It's a computer program using 64 characters to encode any binary string with text. It is notably used for emails. It uses 64 characters to represent data, hence the name. Encoding base 64 encode requires binary input for using text. Binary values, depending on the encoded, are Unicode. Yeah, so all zeros equal 0. This would also equal 0. Yeah, see. See how it's got the numbers right here? Just like I said. That's what I was talking about. I know I'm wrong, but this is what I'm talking about. And it is capitals first. My bad. Also, the numbers are weird. All right. I know. Let me have this, Kellis. First Unicode is responding to Z, responds to E, etc. Huh, alright. Should I now? It uses 6. That's interesting. Instead of 8, you know. Just saying stuff out loud. Intermittent fasting, according to finger length. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. So the reason I'm not trying right now, I'm just kind of scrolling through this, is I'm super out of time. So I think that's going to do it for this stream. I'm 10 minutes over anyway. I started a little late, but I made up for it. So everybody's happy. But okay, so now Kukelis has nicely pushed us towards the road we must go down. And now we just need to use the information that we've gained. And we'll do that next time on the stream. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe right here to Plus2 Comedy Gaming. Catch up on all my past frustration. And also join me live and mock me here at Plus2 Comedy on Twitch. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.